matters? What really is it that you suggest to people who come to you to make such claims? Because clearly, perhaps as an advocate, one would know that the courts of the country would not entertain such a plea.
See, there are two aspects of it. So, the legal aspects, everybody knows that there are no merits in such claims. But what is happening today in our country is the eye. And unfortunately, there is a big trend going on in our country that several frivolous petitions, but they're aimed with certain objectives to incite a feeling of what you say, superiority of certain people that is being fostered. So that is why you see these people, for example, the lady claiming to be descendant from the Mughal Empire, she doesn't have means. How could she afford to have a lawyer? Somebody drafting the petition, trying to make it as logical as possible, or at least what you say, there is a sense of entitlement for her given to her that no, you can claim the property. This is your property. This is your right. So these people from the minority, as we have been seeing in the worst cases also, they have been demanding the various property. And
Chomal, we seem to be having a lot of problem with your audio, so I'm going to request you to please rejoin the news channel so that we have a lot of issues with the audio. It keeps getting dropped. Let me bring in Sumit Piri to the conversation. Sumit, bizarre claims being made as the country is having a conversation already about the Waqf Act itself. What really is the purpose with which people approach the courts with such a case? Do they really believe that the courts of India will entertain such a plea, or is this simply a publicity stunt?
Devika ji, thank you very much for having me on your show, ma'am. Well, there are a couple of aspects to it. The first and the most important aspect is you have to understand the bigger plan, bigger design, and it is a very, very dangerous thing what they attempted today. Thanks to Justice Khanna and thanks to CG of India, Honorable Sir, and to Maniniya Supreme Court, which has brought this down and quashed this thing. What happened? Look, after Waqf, first you had Waqf Act. You could just lay claim on anything. Bhai, ye to hamara. Waqf by user, Waqf by sapna, Waqf by apna. Anything was apna, right? So, मतलब किसी का माल भी अपना था. Now, after when that got shot down by the Honorable Parliament, so what have they done? Suddenly, a group of people have woken up and they say, okay, I am descendant of this. Now, first go and prove she is a descendant of this or not. What? Lal Killa mera hai. So, even if you admit that petition, so today you will say Lal Killa, then they'll say Delhi meri hai. Then someday they will say Purani Delhi meri hai. Then they will say Fatehpur Sikri. It's not about Fatehpur Sikri Taj Mahal. Then somebody will say, by the logic of inheritance, Mughals were ruling entire Delhi and Mughals were looting 40% of the India. फिर तो 40% India हमारा और तुम लोग किराएदार हो. या तो किराया दो या जजिया दो. I mean, that is exactly the mentality where it was going. The plan was to kind of get courts, thousands and thousands of applications. Everybody will come and claim, I'm a descendant of Falana, Falana, Falana. Ye vara mera, ye vara mera, ye vara mera. Britishers came. They have forcibly taken it from us. And now the Bharat has come and it is yours. So by the logic of it, if something belongs to me, then there's a change of guard. Britishers were here for 200 years. You did not come there. Then after independence, there were 75 years again gone by. You did not come here when the Waqf Act got dismantled. Also, and the wings got clapped. So what do you come up with? You come up with a different tariqa. Now, earlier you were using Waqf to get all these properties. Now you are using the way of inheritance. If these petitions start getting entertained by the courts, we are opening a Pandora's box of disaster. There will be thousands and thousands of them. Anybody will wake up for anywhere and claim this land is mine because Britishers take it from my great grandfather. Now I am suddenly realize this land is mine, so let me go and take it. When the application got quashed from the Delhi High Court and it was said it is all frivolous, don't get it here. Now when the Waqf Act gets quashed, exactly after that, you are trying a route B. This is a route B to come have stake on all possible high value properties of India, and by that logic entire Delhi would be then her. Why Lal Killa क्यों मांग रहे हो madam? पूरी दिल्ली मांगी है ना. then we will say Bahadur Jasafar was the king of whole Delhi. Why whole Delhi is not yours? Why Parliament House is not yours? Why my house is not yours? गलती हो गई, अगली बार ये मांगना. Ask for my house, ask for your house, ask for Naveen's house, ask for Gautam's house. Everything is yours. So these kind of things should be seen as a nefarious design. We should not see this lady as an innocent lady who was led by garden path by somebody. And trust me, advocates and all know their business, but there are some people who have certain motivations and all. They will go and entertain these cases. They will try to file them and try their luck. It is very, very smart on the behalf of Honorable Supreme Court to quash it at the conceptual level. Even if you had started a discussion, फिर तो सब कुछ शुरू हो जाता. Then the Pandora's box have opened. I think we have done a great deal in this country, and I congratulate NewsX and your channel, ma'am, for bringing this up, because this is the nefarious plot behind it. This is the nefarious design behind it. Now, Waqf is gone. What is the route B or what is the route C? So find these people who say he was my great grandfather. Bahadur Shah Zafar died in 1852. Madam, 150 साल हो गए, 200 साल आ गए. After 200 years, you're suddenly waken up and say, this Lal Killa is mine. And the Honorable Chief Justice is right. Why not Qutub Minar? Why not Fatehpur Sikri? Why not every nook and corner of the Mughal Empire? You were just trying to put the egg in the basket by starting with Lal Killa. You were trying to test the waters if the petition is admitted. कल ये भी डालेंगे, परसों ये भी डालेंगे, फिर बार लगातार हर चीज ही साहब हमारी है, हम ही किराएदार हैं, मालिक निकल जाते हैं यहाँ से. I mean, that is where it will root to Devka ji.
Okay, I want to bring in Gautam. Okay, I want to bring in Gautam Mukherjee into the conversation as well. Gautam Mukherjee, would you agree that this seems like a larger nefarious plot and also slightly fishy? Sultana Beum, a 60-year-old woman living in Howrah, West Bengal, and for the past many years she's been filing these pleas times and again before earlier the Delhi High Court, and now this time around the Supreme Court. Why exactly does a 60-year-old woman living in West Bengal find the need to